Hey team, what is going on guys? It is your boy PeezInK, and today what I have for you guys is yet another Destiny video. Now in today's video, what I want to talk to you guys about is a little known about weapon called the Grasp of Malok. Now contrary to the other weapons that I've done reviews and guides on, this is not an exotic weapon. It's not going to take up an exotic slot, and that is one of the things that makes this thing so absolutely awesome. Now the Grasp of Malok is a legendary pulse rifle that you get out of the Will of Crota strike from killing Omnigul. Now we all know how frustrating it can be trying to grind out these strikes to get these strike specific drops to actually drop. But never fear guys, your boy PZ is here for you. I got your back. There is in fact a way, and I'm going to show you how to farm Omnigul. So the first thing you need is a fire team that you coordinate with, because you're not going to want to actually kill everything. You're going to actually get to a point, wipe, and start it over again until everybody has the weapon. But we'll go over that in a second. So once you've got your fire team that you can actually communicate and coordinate with, go into the Will of Crota strike and complete it up to the point where you first confront Omnigul. Now, if you're familiar with the strike, you know that there are two encounters. There's this first room that I'm walking into right now that you encounter her the first time, but then she teleports. You typically don't kill her. She teleports into the next room. What you want to do is keep her from teleporting into the next room. So if you've got, melting point, shadow shot, anything to do extra damage, and exotic swords, which we're using, it really just melts her. It's really helpful. So what you want to do is you want to keep her here, kill her right now, as you can see we did. And once she's down, you're going to let the adds that are still in the room kill you. So you can start the thing over from this point. And this is how you farm this. So you're going to keep doing this until you and all the members of your fire team have the Grasp of Malok. So I was fortunate enough to get some friendly teammates, some friendly fire team guys, and they stayed with me until I got mine, because they got theirs really early into the match. So you can see now we're going to kill her, and I'm going to manage to get my own Grasp of Malok finally. As you see right here, it dropped for me, but I was unable to pick it up because my inventory was full. So I cleared out some space, and I'm going to pick it up right now. And there it is, a beautiful Grasp of Malok. This thing, oh my god, I'm going to tell you right now how good this thing is. So now that we've gone over how to actually get this thing, let's take a look at the roll that I got. As you can see, I was really lucky. I got it to drop at 300 attack. And as for the stats are pretty much in the mid to high end of the spectrum there, except for obviously the impact and range, which for the purposes that I want, which as I said is going into the Crucible, I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm not going to go over the sites because I never do. And I'm just going to go over the rolls really quickly because it's kind of arbitrary. It can differ for everybody. So I got Outlaw. Precision kills with this weapon dramatically increase reload speed. Perfect balance. This weapon has extremely low recoil. Feather mag, faster reload, reduced magazine size, and Malleus Maleficarum. Hopefully I said that right. This weapon deals bonus damage against the Hive Wizards. Don't care about that so much. And Spray and Play increases the reload speed of this weapon when its mag is empty. So two of these make my reload speed faster depending on how I get my kills, and the perfect balance makes this thing a monster, a laser. So this thing is like I said, really good for PvP, which is what I got it for, and magazine size 33. So let's take a look and see how it performed. So allow me to preface this with, I know I am not the greatest Crucible player, or even a great Crucible player, but I'm going to put in a few clips to really show how good this gun can be. The fire rate is absolutely atrocious, and I mean that in the best way possible, as well as the reload speed. As you can see right here, it's absolutely insane. I did not fast forward that whatsoever, it's just that freaking fast. Now before the range penalty, which I never even managed to hit, even though the range stat on this weapon is pretty low, body shots will do 16 damage and precision shots to the head will do 24. Which means to kill a player with full armor, it would take 3 well-aimed shots. And as fast as these things come out, that is absolutely insane. So personally, I don't expect to hit 3 consecutive bursts, all precision shots. It's just not going to happen for me. But put in the right hands, this weapon could be an absolute menace, a monster in the Crucible. My only complaint about this gun is the incredibly low impact, because personally it seems like I need to fire a lot of bursts to actually get the kill. But I think that's more reflective on my own personal skill or lack thereof entirely than it is on the actual weapon. Like I said, put in the right hands, this thing could be just devastating. Now, moving on. I know I said I wanted this thing strictly for PvP basically, but I figured I might as well take it into a PvE situation and see how it performs. So I took it into some heroic strikes, and it actually performed really well. It tore through a lot of the enemies, so long as they didn't have shields, because again, the impact is really low. It's not going to eat through shields very well, but If it's enemies of just typical trash mobs, it is going to just eat through them. And again, with the incredibly fast reload time, this thing is really good for clearing ads. As fast as it does shoot though, I was finding myself running out of primary ammo, which typically doesn't happen, but again, this thing is sort of a bullet hose, so it's to be expected. But again, it really does pretty well and can certainly hold its own as a primary slot weapon, especially if you've got an exotic in your heavy or your special. However, it's not really going to stack up so well against weapons that you're going to get out of the raid. So personally, I want this thing for PvP, and I'm going to use my raid weapons for PvE situations. But for a player who hasn't taken part in the raid, this is definitely a go-for weapon. This is potentially one of the best weapons that you can get from a drop outside of the raid. Now, all that being said, I don't want to take up any more of your time, so I really hope that this was, useful, helpful, entertaining to you in some way. And if it was, if you could take a moment to leave a like on the video, just rate a little bit, I very much appreciate it. It keeps me motivated. Also, if you're new, feel free to subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. Again, super appreciated. If not, it's totally fine. I hope, again, that this video was good for you in some way. And I look forward to doing more weapon video guide review sorts of things in the future. So, without further ado, guys, thank you so much for stopping by today, and thank you for making me part of your day. Peace!